Cross has?
Well, since Cross, we're going to give him some accessories and more guns and weapons.
More gear than
we're just going to say, Die Hard's got more like superpowers. Cross here, give him a little spit curl here.
Oh, I love that spit curl. Okay. He relies on his gadgets, right? His equipment.
Yes. So anyway, we're just going to give this face here.
Yeah,
so
that's a pretty handsome face you're drawing.
So the kids know who they're looking at here.
He looks very noble. Huh?
Very noble, but gets the job done and will do anything to get the job done. What do you think? You think they'll go for that?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, this is how I'd approach him now. Giant neck. Giant neck, okay?
Right.
Now, if we're going to give him gear...
Now, it's the gear that really turns me on.
Yeah, because you criticized Die Hard because he didn't have enough gear.
Die Hard didn't make it for me.
Okay,
gear.
I'm sorry. Okay, well, here, why don't we put a shoulder pad over here, and over here, we'll got to give him a huge chest again. This guy, he'll be even bigger than Die Hard.
You know, every time I think of your artwork, the first thought that comes to mind is huge shoulder pads.
Okay.
I'm surprised your T-shirt doesn't have a lot of padding in it.
Yeah, I'm just not as big as these guys. Wouldn't look good on me.
I don't know how big they'd be without all the equipment.
Okay.
No, I guess he's pretty big.
So, now with this, we're gonna
wish you wouldn't make it look so easy.
We're gonna accessorize this guy to the teeth.
Okay.
We're gonna give him some pockets over here, because he can carry his ammo and his bubble gum.
Have you ever drawn him before, or are you making him up now?
This is the world premiere.
Really?
Yes.
So I'm in at the beginning of a new superhero
Definitely.
called Cross.
Cross.
And obviously, if our lawyers are tuning in, you and I are creating this together, so we both share the copyright. I mean, you couldn't have done it.
Have your lawyer call mine.
Okay, my people will call yours.
I got a great tagline for him already.
What's that?
He's the guy you don't want to cross.
Very good. Oh, that's good.
There you go.
I like that.
We're on a roll, Stan.
Yes,
we're gonna sell a bazillion commies.
I have a feeling with your artwork, we'd sell 1 billion of anything.
Nah, Cross is gonna be the big seller. Everyone's gonna have a Cross comic book because he's cool and he's accessorized. Okay, now we're putting these things on his shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And
do you ever say to yourself, what do these things on the shoulders do?
Oh, sure.
Or do you just have
he would grab these off. He would grab those off and throw them, and they'd like explode.
Like boomerangs? Oh, like explosives. Okay.
Explosives, yeah.
Great.
To get him out in a pinch.
There you go with the little lines that have little spaces in them again.
I'm telling you, the more you point that out, the more you're going to draw attention to it, and then I'm going to have mass competition.
No, nobody else would know how to do it like you.
Let's hope not. Okay, so then give him some more belts, some more gear, give him a big tank top for his rippling muscles. There's his chest. Here, okay, and his belt is full of more stuff than you would imagine.
Right.
Just all sorts of gear. Here's the gun.
And every one of those compartments holds something different.
Oh, definitely. And here's his belt buckle or 6. And there's some more explosives. There's another pocket. Okay.
I'm going to give you 2 minutes to finish the accessories. Let's see how you go.
Okay, let's see. How fast can we accessorize
What about that wristband there? What does that do?
Okay, you know what? You know what we're going to do? We're going to give him spikes.
Oh, he's got to have spikes.
Okay, spikes.
So if he misses you with his fist, he gets you with his forearm.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about Spike later, right?
That's why I want to rush you. There's one subject we forgot to cover.
Okay, well,
we'll get back to that table and get to it.
Okay, but first we got to accessorize him. How am I doing on time?
I think you've got about another minute to go.
Okay, how about we give him a holster right here?
Now, trying to get you nervous, but be nervous.
Oh, no, I'm good under pressure. I'm good under pressure.
I see that.
Okay, there we go. Okay, we're going to get this. Give him a glove on this hand. We didn't glove that hand. So we'll give him a glove on this hand.
Does the glove do anything, or it's just a glove?
Nah, it's just so his hands don't get dirty.
I bet if you had time to think of it, the glove would do something.
Oh, sure we would. But here's the big bazooka gun.
And that's behind him. He's carrying that on his shoulder, and it's probably come down.
It's coming over here.
Right.
Boom, we got this here. Okay. Actually, I'm going to go to the thick pin so we can hurry this up, and I can make your incredible deadline that you put me under.
No, there's just one more subject that I think I want to talk about, but this has been absolutely great.
So
now, does he have special kind of boots?
Yeah, we'll put pads on his boots.
Any spikes on him?
On these one over here. On the side, that's good, on the side. We'll give him spikes on the side.
Now, you see, that's my contribution, right?
Okay, you got it.
Okay, so it's definitely a collaboration.
Have your lawyer call me, Stan. Okay.
I think you did a good job on my character, too.
Hey, thanks. Actually, why don't we...
Might as well put spikes all over.
Heck yeah. No one will
Certainly
touch him.
on the shoulder.
No one will get near him.
I hope he doesn't tilt his head down like that. He's dead.
Oh, me too. Cut his ear off. Okay.
Another weapon back there?
So now, see, you like him? You like him? Is he accessorized
I think he's great. I really do. And his name is Cross.
Cross.
Now, I hope everybody will remember they saw our creation first, right here, right?
Yeah, right here, right here.
Oh, that's terrific.
On your video show. Okay. So he's hairy. Oh, throw a little more hair
on the
chest.
A little more chest hair. You always put that in, don't you?
And there we go. Cross is history.
That is great. So I hope the camera is catching this beautifully.
How about this? We'll put Cross.
in our style of lettering.
Oh, yes. The infamous style.
But the only thing when you do that kind of lettering, it must always overlap. You see, like that S should be like that.
Oh,
you never
actually,
let them touch each other.
That's
see,
right.
Like
That's,
there.
yeah, I made a mistake there.
So you didn't bat 100, but it's okay. You're
Okay,
all
I'll
right
put a
in my
big
book.
cross. There, that's his logo. Thanks a lot,
Terrific.
Stan.
All right, let's get back, and we're going to talk about the one subject I've been saving till the end, which
Okay.
fascinates me.
Okay. All right, let's do it.
What I wanted to say, and I've been waiting all during our little talk, I understand that this is not your first bout in showbiz. I understand that you are an old-timer at this sort of thing.
Not
and
quite.
that you have done a world-famous commercial, which almost everybody has seen, and I think I would love it if you would just tell us about it.
Okay, I'm going to assume you're talking about the 501 commercial.
Well,
It's
what
the
else
only,
would it be?
It's the only commercial
Okay.
I've done. Yeah, they have this Levi's 501 ad campaign, and the gist of the whole campaign is to get people who do unique jobs for a living, and then they plug the jeans through that. And you know, you wear your 501s while you bungee cord jump, or while you milk the cow, or in this case, I was fortunate enough while I draw comic books. There was a phone number that came on the screen and you know, said, if you do something interesting in your 501s, why don't you call? So I was just, as a fluke, I wrote the number down on my board as I was drawing, and I called, and they asked to leave a 45-second message, and I told them that, you know, my name was Rob Liefeld. I told them how old I was, where I lived, what I did for a living. I worked for Marvel Comics, and if they wanted to find out more, call me back. A couple weeks went by, and I really didn't hear anything back from them. And then one evening, about 9 o'clock, it was later in the evening, it surprised me, they gave me a call, and said they were the Levi's company, and that they had got my call, and they were interested in doing the commercial. So to make a long story short, eventually everything got hammered out, and the cool thing was, right before it started, they said, well, you know, Spike Lee directs these. And I'm a big Spike Lee fan.
How can you not be?
Oh yeah, and really enjoy all his movies, and have always thought that they had like a comic book element to them in the style of which he directs.
Yeah.
And so I was really excited. That was a real highlight. So while doing the commercial, they asked me several questions that had to do with comics. I mean, actually about 100 questions. They sit there and you film, and they filmed a lot of information, which they then cut down to a 30-second ad spot. But it was amazing. He really knew so much about comics, and a real, this will make you happy, a real big Marvel Comics fan specifically, and just knew all about, asked me about Prince Namor, the Submariner, does he still have wings on his feet, and,
That's
and
wonderful.
the Invisible Girl, and so it was just really nice. And the thing that I really got excited about was that it was a chance to kind of get comics on TV every day.
I got
you know,
yeah.
And that's what it's turned out to be. It was pretty funny. When I saw the commercial, it was pretty unexpected, and they had shot me in a blue room, and said that they would put my characters in the background with me, and I was pretty excited. Kept trying to visualize it, but one night, just sitting with a bunch of friends, we were watching a TV show, and the commercial came on, and I didn't expect it, and it was a real treat to see it, and it's just neat.
What did the commercial actually show, for anybody who hasn't seen it?
Okay, it starts off with me drawing in my office, the studio, and it asks about how long I'd been drawing comics. It asked about how my parents felt about it.
Disembodied voice asks you these
Yeah,
things?
this is Spike Lee.
Yeah.
Spike Lee is asking.
But you don't see him on camera.
You see his body at one point, and then in the middle of the commercial, he asked me to draw him. He says, "Who is this?" And I say, "It's Spike Man." He had wanted to see himself
That's great,
as
Spike
a
Man.
superhero. So we gave him spikes, as you can already see that I'm very fond of, and I gave him a long billowing cape, and I had his hat on. And it was pretty funny, you know. Made him into a superhero. Real big fan of comics, and so it was just nice. And I think the cool thing is that it kind of legitimizes to kids their hobby. You know, that comics.
Yeah.
Wow, it's on MTV. It's on. So I think it's cool. I hope more things like that, you know, happen. It would be nice to see comics continue to break into the mainstream. You know, through whatever it is, movies, commercials, television. You know.
Rob, I got to tell you, I think that you are a great spokesman for the comic industry, a great evangelist for comicdom, and I think you've made it very clear to everybody who's been watching this why we call this series The Comic Book Greats. And I thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, Stan.
Never had a better time, and I
Okay.
hope we can do it again.
All right, thank you.